Coach, just where do you think Lance is in terms of adjusting here and kind of how, is he where you thought he would be at this point, or kind of your thoughts on him through a week and a half?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's adjusting really, really well. I think he's done it the right way, kind of stayed quiet, learned, interjected when he needed to. You know, has flashed some really, really good bright spots. It's still young. We're still, you know, working on some things technique-wise, but man, he comes to work every single day. The room loves him. When you have to jump in and go at the tempo piece up, sometimes there's a little bit of adjustment, but man, I think he's right on schedule, right where he needs to be. Enjoy getting to walk in every day and see his face in the mirror for sure.
Patrick?
Coach, obviously, I think you guys again this offseason are trying to look for your options behind Cooper at center. A couple of those young guys, Bison and William, seem to be getting a lot of reps there. How is that progression for them? And has that been hard for those guys because they weren't centers in high school or having kind of learned that decision?
Yeah, I think there's a transition piece, obviously with snapping the football, that they've put in the time and they're working their butts off at it. For sure, Bison's, you know, got to take steps, physicality and movement and all those things. And I think he's made a big effort. He knows, man, the spotlight's on him. Guys in the room are on him, and he's got broad shoulders and he's fighting and straining and competing every day, doing a great job. And SAT, man, it's tough to walk in from high school and all of a sudden at times you're taking some pretty heavy reps against Big E or Amari, or that's a tall task, and he's fought through every bit of it, man. Guy's got a great attitude. Just really proud of him.
Ryan, then Austin.
Obviously related to Lance coming in, John slipped over to the right side. I think he played there some in Miami, right? But how's that transition gone? Is that a pretty seamless thing since he's a veteran?
Yeah, man, credit to him. That guy's put a ton of work in, both on the field, adjusting, and mentally, and has been a great leader while doing it. I can't say enough good about him. Like, man, it's not, guys have done it here. It's not as easy as you want it to be, and if you don't put in the time and effort, man, sometimes it's a tougher transition. He's been awesome. Man, can't say enough good about it.
Last year you had Ollie kind of step up and you know, obviously play some center. I know Dane's a guy that can play some center, guard, tackle. To have a guy like that who's been in the program for several years that can be a swing guy, how important was he to this specific alignment?
Yeah, I mean, Ollie last year, man, was like a bouncing rubber ball. That poor guy had to move and got banged up and fought through everything. Dane's kind of picked up where he left off. One, leadership-wise, like he's helping command some of that room. He's, you know, gotten, I need you at left guard. Man, actually, I need you at right guard. Oh, crap. I need you to jump in there at center. You know what? Hey, I know you already played all three, but can you go back out to right tackle? Like, he doesn't miss a beat, and like, I always feel so bad. So I walk up to him, I got in his face, like, he's like, I got it. And he knows that, man, I got to bounce over here for us to be our best at practice today. And shoot, man, he just goes out and does it. And I think earns the respect of that room, the way he fights through it every single day and doesn't say a word and just knows everything so stone cold.
Adam, then Eric.
With Lance hurt, what about his skill set makes him a good fit for this offense, and what's going to be the biggest challenge for him in it?
I think one, man, the guy's got unbelievable length and natural ability, so protecting the passer is going to be a big improvement, and he's just a big human. The ability to go move four eyes in the run game, you know, I felt like Nell, that's where he changed our run game a lot, that he could go and just did a four eye. I feel like Lance will have that ability too. I don't know if it's necessarily the offense or just, man, he's still, you know, he got to LSU in the summer, had to play in the fall, like he's really just going through his first off season. So some of the intricacies of just, man, learning the game inside and out, like he knows it, but there's nothing you can, I don't know, like experience and reps just build that bank of what's going on, how to adjust certain situations. So I think that's just part of his growth and development.
I know Dane is versatile, but is he specifically working at guard this spring or a little bit all over? And two, how is Sham looking on the inside?
Yeah, probably taking the majority of the reps at guard. You know, still with the ability, like I said, we talked about to go wherever, whenever. Sham is taking steps, you know, he's got to continue to work on pad level. He has got some supernatural ability to be able to redirect and kind of get out of bad body positions. It's still for him, it speeds up. The closer you get to the ball, the game speeds up for you. There's more going on, it happens faster. So that part of it's a little bit of an adjustment for him. But he's, again, poor guy, man, he's had to play some guards, had to go back out to tackle. Never blinked, has an unreal attitude. You see Sham before practice, and he guy's ready to run through the wall, and he goes and attacks it. So that's all you can ask. He'll keep taking steps. Hopefully have a great scrimmage.
Specifically to the guard spot, with not having Spraggins out there, is there somewhat of a blessing in that from the standpoint it forces you to build more depth and create more competition? And what does your competition at guard look like?
For sure, that's the silver lining. We're building the depth. The young guys are getting tons and tons of reps, tons of looks. I told them all the day before the first day at bats, I was like, man, there's probably gonna be some dark moments here for the next 3 weeks. There's gonna be light at the end of the tunnel. You will be better for it. We'll be better as a team for it. And man, when we get to fall camp, our depth will be right where you want it. You know, right now, big guard, you know, Lance had a real solid spring to right guard. Dane's as reliable and dependable as it can get at left guard. Like we really haven't missed a beat with those two. And then, you know, you're just trying to build that depth, get Sham to continue to take steps. Bus has to take steps. Max has come in and done a really nice job again, having to play inside and out. So that's, you know, those are the guys. You feel like you get Andre, you get Spraggs back. Now you create some competition at that one spot, and then you've kind of helped yourself, whoever doesn't get it, and you got some depth there, and even your threes are guys that have taken a bunch of football.
Last question, Ryan.
What did you guys see in Trevor Duncan that sort of made him a natural fit to move to the offensive line? How's that transition gone so far?
Man, really long and athletic, smart. That's it's pretty good combination there. I truly think he may have, he like showed up at my house with some of the other line for dinner, and I was like, man, typically if you're a D lineman, you're running away from the line coach. You ain't get anywhere near that guy. I think it's been a good transition for him. Great kid. He's so long, athletic. He's built like a tackle. He's gonna gain weight. The transition of learning and the different, like it's a different process. It makes sense for him. I think he's enjoying it too. It'll be fun for him.
Thank you, Coach.